All right, today we've got a fantastic story for you. It's one of those classic parables, the kind that's been passed down for ages because it holds this universal truth, but with a really funny twist at the end. But hey, before we dive in, let me ask you something. Are you a lion? Seriously, do you have a mighty roar? When you walk into a room, do people kind of take notice, maybe step aside? If that's you, well, congratulations. Because now I get to tell you exactly what happens right after the wedding. So, our story kicks off with a powerful lion, and not just any lion, mind you. He was the undisputed king of the jungle. I'm talking glorious mane, a roar that could shake leaves off the trees. Yeah, every other animal totally bowed when he walked by. And one day, this magnificent king decides, you know what? It's time. I'm getting married. Now, this wasn't going to be just some small get-together. Oh no, this was slated to be the social event of the entire season, which meant the guest list, well, it had to be absolutely perfect. So who does he call? He summons his most trusted and most cunning advisor, the fox. You know, the one who's super fast and has perfected the art of saying, "Yes, Your Majesty," in about 17 different ways. The lion lays out the plan. "Fox," he says, "I want you to go out and invite every animal to my wedding. But," and here he raises this giant, powerful paw, "do not, under any circumstances, invite the small and weak animals. I'm talking no mice, no rabbits, no tiny little squeaky things. This is a wedding for important animals. You got that?" The fox, of course, puts on his foxiest grin, promises to obey to the letter, and just scampers off. But we all know how foxes are, right? They tend to have their own creative interpretation of the rules. So he gets to work. He diligently goes to every burrow, every nest, every cave. He sees the elephant, you're invited. He sees the tiger, you're invited. But then he stumbles upon the exact animals he was told to ignore. And there he is, a tiny little mouse. Small, weak, pretty much everything the lion had forbidden. So what does the fox do? He leans down real close and whispers, "Hey, little guy, you're invited." The mouse just squeaks, totally shocked. But the fox just gives him a little wink. "Go, dance your heart out. Enjoy it. It's your big day too." So the wedding day finally arrives, and the entire jungle just, well, it explodes into one massive, joyous celebration. I mean, just picture this scene. It's pure happiness. Flowers are blooming everywhere. The music is just thumping through the trees, and there's a mountain of food piled up higher than a giraffe's neck. And every single animal, big and small, is out there dancing like absolutely nobody is watching. Meanwhile, the lion is standing there looking all proud, scanning his perfect crowd of very important guests. Elephants, check. Tigers, check. And then his eyes land on something small, something scurrying, a mouse. And let me tell you, this mouse was committed. He was spinning, he was hopping, he was doing these amazing little kicks. He was having the absolute time of his life. You could just see the lion's eyes start to twitch. But what could he do? It was his own wedding. So he just forces this really tight, "I am so gonna deal with this later," smile. And sure enough, once the party finally wound down, later had arrived. The music fades, all the guests have gone home, and there's the lion, all alone on his royal rock, just simmering with pure fury. And then he lets out this roar, "Send me the mouse." So this little mouse shows up, still kind of humming the wedding song, and the lion just explodes. "Mouse, who invited you? I gave specific instructions. No small, no weak animals. And yet here you are, dancing, spinning. Explain yourself." So there he is, the tiny mouse, standing before the furious king of the jungle. The air is so thick with tension you could cut it with a claw. But instead of trembling with fear, the mouse does something nobody saw coming. He just straightens his tiny whiskers, he smooths out his little ears, and he looks the massive lion directly in the eye. And then he smiles. It's this calm, confident, all-knowing little smile. And in the calmest voice a mouse has ever used, he says, "O king, why are you so angry? You see, before my wedding, I was also a lion." And the mouse keeps going. "But look at you now, Your Majesty. After your wedding, you're going to become a mouse too, just like me." It's like this unwritten law of the jungle, right? Before the wedding, you're a lion. You roar, you command respect. But after, well, you become a mouse. You learn things. You accept things. And that, my friends, is really the heart of the matter. Every single lion eventually finds out what every husband eventually finds out. It's it's the great humbling. I mean, the transformation is a tale as old as time itself. You start out roaring with all this confidence. Then you learn to say, yes, dear. Pretty soon, that evolves into, of course, dear. And eventually, you just find yourself in the kitchen, suddenly remembering that you have to wash the dishes. So, next time you see a mighty king tiptoeing past the kitchen, just smile to yourself and think, yep, another lion became a mouse today. Congratulations, Your Majesty. And, welcome to the club. Which, brings us right back to where we started, but maybe with a bit more perspective now. So, I'll ask you again. Are you a lion or are you a mouse? Or hey, maybe you're just a lion who hasn't been to the wedding yet.